Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Kid Troy. On today's episode, we're going to be making bread pudding. Now before you get into this episode, hit the subscribe button over here and smash the like button over here. Now let's get started. So first things first, let's preheat our oven to 350 degrees. So while the oven is preheating, my dad's gonna cube the croissants or bread.
All right, so these croissants is what I'm using for bread pudding. I like using croissants because they're flaky. See how arid they are?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good look for bread. We're gonna just stick it over here on our pan that's lined with aluminum foil. So you just take your, what should be stale bread. I bought these yesterday. And I left the package open so they could dry out. You want your bread to be dry and stale because then we're gonna pour this melted butter over it and I'm gonna sugar and cinnamon it and then toast it in the oven. And that's the first step to making a really delicious bread pudding. All right, so let me cut up these croissants. And you can use brioche buns or brioche bread. You can use an artisan bread of your choice. You want an arid bread, but if you like, some people like dense bread pudding. I don't. I like it to be light and fluffy because we're just gonna put a custard on top of this and I'll show you how to make that in a moment.
This bread pudding is gonna be a fluffy boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Fluffy!
So you just cut the bread, you cut the croissants in half and then just kind of
cut it into pieces.
Yep, cut them into pieces like this. Just little small bite-sized pieces. Spread them out over the pan.
No.
And I'll show you what to do next.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna just drizzle this 2 ounces of melted butter all over the chopped or diced or sliced, whatever you wanna call it, croissants, cubed bread. Just drizzle it all over. Get them as wet as possible. Then what I have here, this actually isn't in the recipe, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because it's my recipe. So you take some cinnamon sugar and a dash of nutmeg and mix it together and then sprinkle it all over the bread like that. So it's almost like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're gonna toast this and it's gonna smell and taste just like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And you can be as liberal with it as you want or as conservative as you want. You don't have to use a whole lot. You don't wanna have a huge sugar intake. So that's gonna be really good, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Do something in the middle. And you gingerly toss this around, like so. Kind of mix it all up.
And then what's next?
We're gonna put this bad boy in the oven at 350 degrees.
And it doesn't look like it's all the way though.
Well, it's not. It's only at 310 right now, but it'll be there in about 2 minutes.
You mean at least 1 minute?
Oh, now it's at 315.
Yeah, that's gonna take 1 minute to get there at least. One
There
and
you
a
go.
half.
And you spread it back out. And start toasting this in the oven for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now let's go make our custard.
Okay.
All right, temperature's at 350. Let's slide this bad boy in the oven.
Yeah.
And let that toast.
So for our next step, let's beat our eggs. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that's perfect. Hey, Dad. Remember that song from season 9?
No. What song?
a little bit at a time, 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 a little bit at a time. I'm doing perfect today.
Good. Keep it up.
That don't.
Spoke too soon. Broke the yolk.
What?
Go ahead.
No, I said is like in. Oh, is in there perfect. Okay, that's time I broke the yolk.
All right, we're gonna check our toast.
Alright.
All right, so the first 6 minutes of toasting are done. I've checked the cubed croissants, and we're gonna let them go for probably another 6 minutes. So normally it's 6 to 12, depending on the temperature of the oven. But they're starting to look good. We're gonna get them nice and toasted and brown. All right, so we're gonna beat the eggs up, and then while Troy's beating the eggs, he's gonna add in the sugar, the milk, vanilla, and cinnamon.
Eat it like you mean it. I'm gonna add a little bit. Actually.
You decide, your decision, man. What you wanna do? Barbecue or mildew?
Uh-oh. No, why did I
Yeah, it's
do
thick,
that?
isn't it?
Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
Hey, that's how you learn, baby. Trial and error. Keep stirring.
Okay.
Keep stirring. Fully incorporate those eggs and sugar. Stir it faster. There you go.
Well, I don't want it to...
No. You gotta stir it faster, son. You gotta beat it in there. Because I can still see egg white. I don't want to see egg white.
This might take a while.
All right, pour in the vanilla.
I'm gonna pour it on the side. Yeah.
All right, slowly add in the milk.
I'm just gonna pour a little bit, like a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time.
You can do a little more. You can do about a cup, probably about half a cup. That's good.
I think I poured a little too much when he said that's good. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Hit it. A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time.
All right, pour that last little bit of milk. Dump it all in there.
Some milk just splashed on my face, just like drops or some of it.
It's because you're still clumsy. You'll get better. All right, add in the cinnamon, and then your custard is done. And then the toasted bread is about to come out here in a second.
All right. I'm gonna do it
Yep.
while I'm starting.
Dump the cinnamon. And now this also isn't in the recipe, but I'm gonna explain to the people. There's certain things I'm gonna put into the YouTube recipe, but this is not in the regular recipe. Over there is a bowl of raisins that I'm reconstituting. They're just sitting in water. They've been sitting in water for about 10, 15 minutes.
Raisins.
Yep, you can use juice or a myriad of other things you want to use that you want to reconstitute your raisins in. But this is a family-friendly show, so we won't discuss those things. But I'm gonna drain the raisins and put the raisins in there as well. Okay. All right? Oh yeah, now that's how those are supposed to look. See that? Nice and toasted croissant cubes. Let's pull these out. All right, so here is our bread. We're gonna transfer it to here in our dish, and then Troy's gonna pour the custard and the raisins on top of the bread.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that just happened. All right, so the aluminum foil is cool enough to grab it. So you just kind of angle it up like this. You can grab the aluminum foil. Don't touch the pan because it's super hot. Just pick it up, dump it right into your dish. And voila. So ball that up. That's still clean, super hot, but don't touch it. Flatten that out a little bit. Take this wonderful custard that Troy just made. And we're just gonna dump it all over the bread.
Oh, I thought I was gonna, pour it, but instead that's gonna pour it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to pour that?
No.
I'll let you add the raisins.
No! As long as I get to pour it.
All right, so now I'm gonna drain these raisins right here. It's full of water. I'm gonna drain these and add that into the mix.
Okay.
It was that loud. Sound like someone's peeing.
Yeah.
We're gonna dump our constituted.
I was gonna do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said you don't like raisins. That's what you said.
I did not say that.
Okay. You've been sitting there saying raisins. Yuck. Yuck. Raisins.
I was just plain, okay? I don't like raisins as much, but I do eat some.
All right. So spread the raisins out evenly and press the bread down into the milk.
Make sure you don't get milky hands.
Well, you got to get milky hands. You just got to press it down in there. That's why it's important to wash your hands in the kitchen. In fact, see if you can get some of the raisins under there.
Oh, I'm looking at it. Yes, we can.
There you go. Get those raisins down in there. And you can do a little bit of raisins. You can do chocolate chips.
Oh.
Yeah, you can do cranberries.
Oh.
Apple pieces.
Oh.
Yeah, man, all kind of fruit.
Can we do
peaches, apricots.
Can we at least have one chocolate in
We're not putting chocolate chips in. And the oven's ready.
$3.75 for this time. Wow.
Yep. So now everything is submerged. That's critically important because if it's not submerged, we're not going to cover this. So we don't want the bread to burn, okay? So you make sure that everything is submerged. Now.
4. It is time to put it in the oven.
So we take our dish, put it back on the hot pan, and then we slide it in the oven. But make sure we got our hot pads. We got our Kid Troy hot pads. We're gonna open the oven and slide it back in.
R.I.P. to the bread and the pudding.
For 45 to 55 minutes.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Again?
I'm gonna do 45. Cause I can watch it.
Okay.
This is gonna take 45 minutes.
All right.
But I'm gonna come check it in about 30 just to make sure it's still good. But I've done this recipe time and time again.
Okay.
So we should be good.
All right. We'll be right back, everyone. We'll be right back. This bread pudding only took 35 minutes to bake completely.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that was great.
Yeah, look at that. See, and this is how you can tell if it's done, right? Watch this. Watch this. You shake it. Get a top shot of that. See that? See how it jiggles? Mm-hmm. It's very firm. So what's happening is the heat's gonna dissipate, it's gonna come out of there, and it's gonna start sinking down. That's what bread pudding looks like. So now all you gotta do is garnish it the way you want, plate it, garnish it, and serve. Mm-hmm. The bread pudding is still sizzling in the pan. All right, so I just brushed the top of this. Now look at this. Get a top shot. I dab this with a little bit of simple syrup, to give it that shiny coat, and it's gonna stay looking like that. And it makes it a little sweeter on the top end, and it keeps the crust from getting hard from the air. So I just brush a little bit of simple syrup on there, whatever you like, maybe a little glaze. This is just a basic simple syrup.
All right. So here's our bread pudding. That looks delicious. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a comment below, share this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye! So I never tried bread pudding. So to end this video, I'm gonna see what bread pudding tastes like. What does bread pudding taste like? Waffles?
Do you like it?
Yes.
Is it good? All right, there you go. Now, I know you don't like raisins. How does it taste with the raisins in there?
Let me just say this. Amazing. So we'll see y'all next time on the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye.